Hello, good day, and Assalamu alaikum. This is Tuwas Maimona, and this is the continuation of chapter 25. So, I'm going to discuss the part when Rizal was about to die. So, at 3 o'clock in the morning of December 30, 1896, Rizal heard Mass, confessed his sins, and took Holy Communion. At 5:30 a.m., he took his last breakfast on earth. After this, he wrote two letters, the first addressed to his family and the second to his older brother, Pasiano. The letter to his sisters follows. To my family, I ask you for forgiveness for the pain I caused you. But someday I shall have to die, and it is better that I die now in the plenitude of my conscience. Dear parents, brother, and sisters, give thanks to God that I may preserve my tranquility before my death. I die resigned, hoping that with my death you will be left in peace. It's better to die than to live suffering. Console yourself. I enjoin you to forgive one another the little meannesses of life and try to live united in peace and good harmony. Treat your old parents as you would like to be treated by your children later. Love them very much in my memory. Bury me in the ground, place a stone and a cross over it, my name, the date of my birth and of my death, nothing more. If later you wish to surround my grave with offense, you can do so. So, no anniversaries, I prefer Paang Bundok. Letter to Pasiano is as follows. My dear brother, it has been 4 years and a half that we have not seen each other, nor have we communicated with each other. I do not think it is due to lack of affection on my part, not on yours, but because knowing each other so well, we do not need to talk to understand each other. Now I am about to die, and it is to you that I dedicate my last line, to tell you how sad I am to leave you alone in life, burdened with the weight of the family and our old parents. I am thinking now how hard you have worked to give me a career. I believe I have tried not to waste my time. Brother of mine, if the fruit has been better, it is not my fault, but the fault of circumstances. I know that you have suffered much on my account, and I am sorry. I assure you, brother, that I die innocent of this crime of rebellion. If my former writings have contributed, I do not deny it absolutely. But then I thought I have expiated for the past with my deportation. Tell our father I remember him and how I remember my whole childhood, of his affection and his love. Ask him to forgive me for the pain I have unwillingly caused him. With tears in her eyes, bade him farewell. Rizal embraced her for the last time, and before she left, Rizal gave her a last gift, a religious book, Imitation of Christ by Father Thomas A. Kempis, which he autographed. To my dear and happy wife, who sepenned December 30, 1896. At 6 a.m., as the soldiers were getting ready for the death march to Bagumbayan, Rizal wrote his last letter to his beloved parents as follows. My beloved father, pardon me for the pain with which I repay you, for sorrows and sacrifices for my education. I did not want nor did I prefer it. Goodbye, father. Goodbye. To my very dear mother, Senora Doña Teodora Alonso, 6 o'clock in the morning, December 30, 1896. So, about 6:30 a.m., a trumpet sounded at Fort Santiago, a signal to begin the death march to Bagumbayan, the designed place for the execution. The advance guard of 4 soldiers with bayoneted rifles moved. A few meters behind, Rizal walked calmly with his defense counsel on one side and 2 Jewish sprites on the other. More well-armed soldiers marched behind him. Rizal was dressed elegantly in a black suit, black derby hat, black shoes, white shirt and black tie. His arms were tied behind from elbow to elbow, but the rope was quite loose to give his arm freedom of movement. To the muffled sounds of the drums, the cavalcade solemnly marched slowly. There was a handful of spectators lining the street from the Fort Santiago to the Plaza del Palacio in front of the Manila Cathedral. Everybody seemed to be out of Bagumbayan, where a vast crowd gathered to see how a martyr dies. Going through the narrow Postigo gate, one of the gates of the city wall, the cavalcade reached the Malcon, now Bonifacio Drive, which was deserted. Rizal looked at the sky and said to one of the priests, "How beautiful it is today, Father! What morning could be more serene? How clear is Corregidor and the mountains of Cavite! On morning like this, I used to take a walk with my sweetheart." So while passing in front of the Ateneo, he saw the college towers above the walls. He asked, "Is that the Ateneo, Father?" "Yes," replied the priest. They reached Bagumbayan Field. The spectator crowded a huge square formed by soldiers. The cavalcade entered his square. Rizal walked serenely to the place where he was told to stand. It was a grassy lawn by the shore of Manila Bay between two lamp posts. Rizal, knowing that his rendezvous with destiny was imminent, bid farewell to Father March and Villa Clara and to his gallant defender, Luis Davio de Andrade. Although his arms were tied, he firmly clasped their hands in parting. One of the priests blessed him and offered him a crucifix to kiss. Rizal reverently bowed his head and kissed. Then he requested the commander of the firing squad that he be shoot facing the firing squad. His request was denied, for the captain had implicit orders to shoot him in the back. Reluctantly, Rizal turned his back to the firing squad and faced the sea. A Spanish military physician, Dr. Felipe Ruiz Castillo, asked his permission to feel his pulse, which request was graciously granted. Dr. Castillo was amazed to find it normal, showing that Rizal was not afraid to die. The death rattles of the drums filled the air. Above the drum beats, the sharp command fire was heard, and the drums of the firing squad barked. Rizal, with supreme effort, turned his bullet-riddled body to the right and fell on the ground dead, with face upward facing the morning sun. It was exactly 7:03 in the morning when he died, in the blossom of manhood, aged 35 years, 5 months, and 11 days. That is all my discussion, and once again, this is Tuwas Maimona. Thank you for watching.